I purchased this from Funstock. This is a limited edition Hyper Megatech Super Pocket Pro Atari Woodgrain edition. You can get the standard Atari edition through Atari or Amazon. I'll put the link below where you can still check this out. 50 Atari games added onto this budget device, about 60 bucks. I've covered Super Pocket Pros on my channel, and I have a whole Evercade playlist on my channel where you can check it out. And if you like what you see, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I'm uploading videos all the time. I'm unboxing this, limited to I think 2,650 copies of this limited edition. The final 50 serial numbers get a free card from Funstock. Pretty cool. Comes with an instruction sheet as well. It kind of tells you, hey, you can play Evercade cartridges on this budget handheld. Pretty awesome. No HDMI out or way to connect to a TV, but for that price point, has a built-in battery, about 4 hours of charge, and just want to unbox it here. That wood grain looks slick. I know there's big Atari fans that watch my channel, and it's pretty awesome that they are offering this. It's a limited run. I jumped on it when I saw it, and the standard edition is still available. And so there's lots of different versions of the Super Pocket Pro. I cover 2 on my channel. There's also a Technos one. I haven't purchased that one yet, which has games such as River City Ransom and Double Dragon on them. And so yeah, pretty cool budget device. This is kind of a great kind of gift idea for people that just want to play a handheld. I took one of these on a trip that I went on this summer with my family, and it was a lot of fun. Played it, enjoyed it quite a bit. And so yes, pretty awesome. Nice screen here. There's details in the link below. The placement of the buttons in the back are slightly awkward for me, but for classic games you're really going to just be using the face buttons. But it is compatible with other Evercade cartridges. That's the benefit of this budget handheld, is you can buy licensed carts and add to a cool portable gaming idea, all licensed for people that want to go the legal route. All right, so here it is. Here's the screen. I'm gonna do the best I can, as there isn't any way to capture footage onto an actual screen. So this is directly from the screen. The sound is pretty good. Pretty nice little speaker quality. And here's the menu. It has just a simple menu in alphabetical order. There's no way of organizing it. I would have liked maybe some options to organize by console, but that's just a slight complaint. Here is Yar's Revenge. Overall, I thought the control pad and everything seemed to work pretty good. And you know what? I didn't have any major complaints. As you know, some people wish they would upgrade the control pad. I was okay with it. I think for just casual play, it's fine. Here's Bounty Bob Strikes Back. Really nice. It has 5,200 games on here, as that is a platform that sometimes gets ignored by compilations. And so, you know, there's going to be people, this isn't as robust as an offering of the Atari 50 collection, but it's nice that they're still working with Evercade, at least in a limited option. But, you know, it's a fun game, pretty difficult, but I do appreciate this rare game being offered on this compilation, as a lot of people probably haven't played this sequel, and really looking forward to Atari making their offering on the 7800, programmed by Robert De Crescenzo. And so, yeah, here it is. Just wanted to show kind of each different platform, a sampling of different games, and the menu. Here's Crystal Castles arcade version. I think they nailed the sound. It's pretty good emulation. I don't know if it's 100%, but it was pretty accurate from what I played, and really nice to see that. I'm a big Crystal Castles fan, and neat little arcade game. Pretty good Atari 8-bit version as well. And so here it is, and it's looking and playing great. Really crisp screen, and for a budget release in the Evercade family, I think this is a great holiday option. And I know there's going to be Atari fans that are going to be really excited about picking this Atari edition up. Now, they did work with Atari previously did a few Atari cartridges as well as an Atari arcade cart, and I have no idea if they're going to continue to be releasing Atari cartridges for the Evercade library. It'd sure be great to see a 5200 one or Atari ST, even Atari Jaguar. Who knows? Fingers crossed. But anyways, just wanted to show kind of what it looks like on this. I'm a huge Atari 7800 fan. Dark Chambers is a great option. Nice to see Dark Cavern there too as well. Different game, but Dark Chambers is a nice release for the Atari 7800, and this is offered on a few other platforms. But you know what, if you're a big fan of Gauntlet, and there's a whole history with this game, connection to Gauntlet, and you can check that out. Wikipedia, I do believe, has some information about that. But anyways, really just want to say I think that this is a great device and a great option for people that want to pick up something. Maybe they want to play physical cartridges. I had a whole discussion about physical versus digital on my channel recently, and I know there's a lot of old school gamers that watch this channel and want to play old school. So that's what's great about Evercade, is they offer physical cartridges where you can play on a multitude of different platforms. They have an upcoming release, an arcade, a machine, a bar top, and I'll be covering that on my channel very soon. But I have a whole marathon video covering all things Evercade and a playlist on my channel where you can check it out. But here's Dark Chambers. Really enjoy this game, and it's one of my favorites I keep going back to on the Atari 7800. Food Fight, Robotron 2084 being my favorite game of all time, and the 7800 version is my favorite. Unfortunately not offered on this. So the only downside is it's a sampling of Atari products, but it's not a complete collection or anything like that. It just has a sampling, but it does have Food Fight. It does have some Atari classics that they own the rights to, including Frenzy and Berserk, now that they purchased arcade games from Stern. So that's a nice offering, and if you're a fan of those types of games, you're going to feel right at home. I think the emulation's pretty good too for these classic arcade releases. Now there's going to be people like, yeah, I can just emulate these are old games. Yeah, well, that product is not for you anyway, so it's okay if you don't prefer it or want to play it a different way. That's fine. This is for people that want to support Atari or want to pick up and play a licensed device, which I do support, and I do support what Evercade's doing, because I think it's a great, nifty way of playing retro games affordably. You know, if I was to start collecting all over again in 2024, I totally would go the route of Evercade. Now here's an arcade game I'm not too familiar with. This is Lost Tomb. This was a little bit before my time. I didn't see this arcade game in my area. It could have been there, but didn't notice it. Pretty interesting. It kind of plays like some other, pyramid exploration games of the time period, and I don't know which is first. In the comments, if you know about this game, please let me know. Did you play this one? No connection to this game, so it's kind of neat to play a game that I've never played before. So yeah, nice to see this release, as Atari owns rights to Stern arcade games, or at least a selection of them, and looks pretty good. The aspect ratio on the screen is a little different, but overall played fine. So it's nice to see some Lynx games on here. Lynx, celebrating 35 years. I cover Lynx on my channel. I cover a lot of Atari and different platforms on my channel, and it's nice to see Super Asteroids Missile Command on here. I prefer Missile Command over Asteroids, but it's cool. There's a couple games on here. Warbirds is probably going to be a popular one. I wish there was some other releases. Looking at Utoki, I don't know if Atari doesn't have a license to that, but you know what? I really would like to see more Lynx games connected to Evercade. But, nice selection here. And finally, I want to end with Video Pinball. Big Video Pinball. This is one of the first games I played that was a video game related pinball game. It's not perfect, but for 2600 it's really well done, and a fan of mine. I do believe it was programmed by Bob Smith. Anyways, thank you for viewing this video. I am grateful for your viewership. If you like what you see, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is the immortal John Hancock, and you take care.